Om Shanti, welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 20, Self Sovereignty, title Beloved, Elevated Sanskar, Lover. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. We just had 1 hour of silence without any music, without any words, and I'm sure that we all had very, very good experience. One of important stage which Baba wants us to create is the stage to be merged and also to make self complete. So when I have to merge, I have to be like Baba, right? So I take the quality of Baba. Baba, you are ocean of love. So I take the thought, I am also image of love. We had a song before we used to sing that God is the ocean and I am the drop. But then drop and ocean, they both have to be same. So it's very, very lovely experience that when I merge as a peaceful soul in the ocean of peace, it really feels that soul becomes full and soul is able to like reach to its fullness in that quality. Then I take God as ocean of peace and I am peaceful soul, and I just as a peaceful soul merge in ocean of peace. Mm. Baba is one who is ocean of knowledge. So I, as a knowledgeful soul, as river of knowledge, I merge in ocean of knowledge. Baba is all powerful. So I am also a powerful soul and I merge in Baba all the powers of Baba. Very, very beautiful experience for 1 hour of merging in Baba. And merging in Baba is also becoming like Baba. Mm. And most important experience is I'm very close to Baba. If I am close to Baba, then I also become complete like Baba. It's very, very beautiful concept. Baba is explaining that in path of bhakti, they believe that the soul's entity will merge in God. So there won't be as a soul, but soul get merged in God. So actually it is not soul merging in God, but it is the soul existence, entity remains, but it's the stage of being merged. And really there is no effort. Once you have entered in the ocean of love, ocean of peace, There is no effort. You just get so, there is so much as I am that. So there is no effort. Baba also will be explaining in Murli, which you will all hear tomorrow morning. Some of you heard in Hindi this morning, that when you merge in Baba, then you are very close to Baba. Merge in Hindi is called samana. And close and near to Baba is samip. And then you become sampan. Sampan means full. And fourth, then you become like Baba. So I thought he made it so simple, because sometimes we wonder, how can I be like Baba? Baba is unlimited. Baba is ocean, highest on high. How can I become like Baba? So it's a very good method Baba gave, where at least you start feeling like Baba. But then it depends on us how long we could stay in that stage of being merged, Sami being close, Saman is like Baba, Sampan means complete like Baba, and then like Baba. So these are 4 steps we can experiment during in the morning Amrit Vela whenever we have time. It could be 1 hour, it could be 10 minutes, whenever we have time. Now create that. New Year is coming, we have to do something new, no? And then I think one of the most loveful and entertaining relationship is Baba as beloved. Baba calls Mashuk, and we are lovers, Ashuk, Ashik. So there is this whole thing of, when lover and beloved, they are together, they want to be in private space, right? So they like to go in a garden or they go by beach. So Baba is saying that when you come to Madhuban, you enter this space, which is a beautiful garden, and then you are spiritual roses, you are spiritual flowers. So you have fragrance of spirituality, fragrance of love. Baba is also saying it's like a private beach in the sense of ocean. Baba is Master Ocean. Baba is ocean, and I also with Baba. And when there is love, there is no laboring to remember Baba. In love, there is natural remembrance of Baba. Otherwise, we have to make a lot of efforts to be in remembrance all the time. In remembrance, there might not be effort, but to be constantly in remembrance, there is. Lover and beloved, they like to hold hand with each other, right? They hold each other's hand when they walk. So today Baba is saying that your intellect always should be in company of Baba. Because lover's intellect is pulled towards beloved. No? So hand of intellect should be holding Baba or remembering Baba. And another hand should be hand to constantly cooperate. So it's hand and company, holding hand and in company. Baba is saying Hath and Sat, hand and company. So hand of cooperation means you're always with Baba. Sahayogi, always cooperation. Sometimes very subtly, mm, we are like non-cooperative, very subtly. I like this word when they say yoga, sahayog. Mm. And then we say there is one word called viyog. Viyog means when you are separate. And viyog means sorrow, separation. Anytime there is sorrow, that means you are separate from Baba. You have left the company of Baba, that means your intellect is somewhere else, or you are not cooperating in Baba's task. Because for cooperation, trust is important. Mm. And more we trust, more we get trust to know. I am trusted. Mm. I remember because the way we got training, mm, so there was one sister who was given certain duties. Everyone is given different duties. And I always respect that soul. That means if I have to get Murli, I will ask Murli department sister. If anything I need, I will ask them. So somebody said, why you need to ask? You just go and take it. No, you are the master. I said, no, I won't do that. I have to respect. And then the respect also comes back. Mm. One time for our national, for country, there was one who was doing all the accounts. So I will send all the accounts all the time. Mm. So people were wondering because some were saying, we don't trust, how we know. I said, try it, no? So when you trust whosoever Baba has given the task and I cooperate, mm, this is like I am giving my hand in Baba's hand. Just imagine, I am giving my hand in Baba's hand by cooperation. Company of intellect and hand of cooperation. When there is true love with Baba, mm, I am lover and Baba is my beloved, that you experience all relationships, experience or attainments and fullness. There are three words. Mm. All relationships, not only in thoughts. Today I was thinking that how in path of bhakti, those who believe in God, there is a saying that no prayer is unanswered from God. Whatever you pray for, one day God will answer you for that prayer. That means you will get what you were praying for. So today I was thinking that is how all the good wishes we have, pure feelings for the self and others, are fulfilled. Mhm. So when we are doing this Avyakti Parivar, mhm, Baba is answering some of our pure wishes, good wishes. I won't go in detail today, but one day I will tell you. Mhm. So intellect should always be with Baba to experience all relationships. And when you have all relationships with one, then you have all attainments. This emptiness or frustration or lack of fulfillment is somewhere lack of relationships with Baba. So try to go deeper into experiencing, creating all relationships with Baba. Then there are all attainments from Baba. Mm. Then you feel complete, full. Mm. So someone was asking, what is the difference between contentment and fullness? Fullness is I am full. And then I say, oh, now I am content after being full. They call it bharpurta. No, if you have eaten good meal according to your taste and enough, say we use word that I am really full. Otherwise you eat, you not according to your taste or all that. You keep eating, right? Something more, something more, something more. But when you are full, you don't look for anything. So this fullness of the soul, Baba called it triptatma. That means I am full. Then comes contentment, santushta. And this contentment internally makes you very, very peaceful and loveful and very natural qualities. When you are not content, you can't be peaceful. Your nature. You all should try to experiment on this. Mm. As a lover, all relationships with Baba, then there are all attainments from Baba, then there is fullness, I am full, then there is contentment. And in contentment, Baba is saying, so many times say, my nature is like this. Baba says, it's not your nature. You should say, Baba's nature is my nature. Baba says, when you keep saying mine, mine, you get lost. If you remember Baba, Baba's nature should be my nature. So after contentment, you will start feeling like Brahma Baba. How he adopted Shiv Baba's nature. If he wouldn't have adopted, I don't think Shiv Baba could enter in him and speak because there will be two personalities. He never saw that clash of personalities between Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba. Of course, he surrendered physically, but to surrender to an extent that Baba can speak whatever he wants through him. And there was so much opposition to whatever he was saying. How can cycle be 5,000 years? How can God There's so much people were not accepting anything. But he immediately will say, I'm not speaking. It's not only he didn't say, but he was brave. He was courageous. When he was, this is not right, this theory is not right, these concepts are not right. He didn't say anything. He said, that's what God is saying. But it's not just that, but his face, everything showed like there was no fear. It's not like as if somebody comes and speaks through you and you are blamed for that. But with Brahma Baba, it was very real. Looking at his face, his cheerfulness, stability. So he was start becoming like Baba. So all of us have this aim. We are lovers of Baba. Baba is our beloved. Let there be contentment by receiving all we can through our beloved. Baba says when our beloved, they feel entertained, they feel happy, right? If you are alone is different. If you are with your beloved, it's entertaining, right? And there is happiness, constant happiness together. So we also have to remain happy forever, have contentment, not get trapped into my, always say Baba. So if we keep that aim at confluence age, we will enjoy the relationship of lover and beloved. Even on the face of lover, there's a very beautiful smile, beautiful kind of happiness. Once I was traveling in Air India, so one passenger was sitting with me. So off and on, he will look at me. Mhm. And then he said, from your face, it looks like you are in love with someone. Mhm. So I was in 60s or maybe 70s. So I said, yes, I'm in love with God. Mhm. And another time there was one passenger. He was a Muslim priest from Lucknow. So he didn't know much English, so he kept asking what they're saying and all announcements. And so I will tell him now they're doing this, now they're doing. Mhm. Then he said, you know, mizaj in Hindi means your temper, something like characteristics. They are very, very royal. आपके मिजाज बहुत अच्छे हैं. So I just raise my hand like it's from God. So it's not visible whether we are God's lovers. Mhm. If always somebody is not happy, depressed, all that, so people will ask, what happened? You had some bad relationship with your beloved? Did your love didn't succeed? Why you look like this? Mhm. As you have problem with your beloved. We don't have problem. Do we have problem with our beloved? So a face of a lover, very cheerful, very content, very happy. This is the way we reveal Baba. People will ask us and we just raise our finger. We say it's God, from God. So it's simple, only we need to just be that, right? Just stay in unlimited, so not get affected by limited. Baba wants to use us in an elevated way, unlimited way, and we get caught up into little things. Baba is saying highest stage is unlimited and also unlimited states. That means we are not wasting our time, energy. Just have pure thoughts and every thought is fulfilled. So it's a beautiful confluence age relationship of I as lover with my beloved Baba. I am Ashik, Baba is Mashuk. Om Shanti.
Sister Gayatri will be with us. She will guide us for tomorrow's homework.
Good evening, everyone. And I'll go straight into the featured experience because it's quite long and I want to honor it. And so I would just read it to you and then we'll go into the homework. It says, "Here I am looking at what appears to be a menu, but it's not for the body, it's nourishment for the soul. It's a healthy, spiritual 21-day diet. And in this menu is a 3-course meal which Baba, the head chef, has prepared for us. And this meal consists of the following. 1, appetizers, which are our check and change points. 2, the main entree, which is the daily murli. And 3, our sweet dessert, which is Sister Mohini's evening class. And just think, this complete meal comes at no cost. Baba mentioned in the Murli, there is no fee. It's all free. You don't have to give anything. You are taking a lot in return. And you can go back for a second helping. This spiritual diet is what will keep our mind, intellect, and sanskaras healthy. And when the diet stops after 21 days, what happens? Do we go back to our old ways? Absolutely not. Because at the end of this 21-day diet, we will have become self-sovereigns with the right to the kingdom of the world. When COVID hit the US back in March, my family and I have been trampled with test paper after test paper. We've had a death in my family due to COVID, a serious illness of a family member which caused me to move out of state, and the list goes on. And all the while, the only reason we were able to survive was truly and solely because of Mohini Didi and the Avyakti Parivar team. If not for all of you great donors, I don't know where I would be today. For the person I was back in March is not the person I am today. And the reason why I can say this is because finally I am getting the hang of what it means to have whatever thought I want when I want. And I'm starting to recognize that I can focus my intellect wherever I want. And it's all because of this 21-day chart. I feel I'm able to put the Murli points into practical use immediately. I feel I'm inculcating the points for an internal transformation. I feel my sanskaras are resolving and my senses are automatically cooperating with me. I'm finally able to understand that if I truly want to change, I can only change at the level of my sanskar. Using Baba's knowledge, I can create a new sanskara to remove the old one. And once my intellect has understood the point from the Murli, my intellect knows how to imbibe it. And then the most amazing thing happens. The sanskaras step up to the beat. And then the rest is Baba's magic and Baba's wonder. The mind, intellect, and sanskaras are all dancing together, finally to the same song. I never forget this line which Gayatri Ben recently said one day in class. She told us to ask ourselves, do I know my mind, intellect, and sanskaras well enough that I can tell them exactly what to do? Well, today I can humbly say, yes, I'm getting there. If I added up all the words in the universe, they still wouldn't be able to express my deep gratitude to Mohini Didi, Gayatri Ben, and the tireless and amazing Abhyakti Parivar team. Blessings upon blessings to each of you for sustaining us and spoon feeding us with such a healthy and delicious 3-course meal. With much love and respect, Sister Anoli from the Edison Center in New Jersey. Now, that is such a comprehensive account of the 21-day diet that we've all been on that I just couldn't cut it down shorter, even though I tried. And so thank you, Anoli Ben, for sending it. It was something that you thought through and shared, and I think it's all touched our hearts, every single word that you wrote on that paper. Well, wrote first, I suppose, on a paper and then sent it to us electronically. Thank you. So now we prepare for tomorrow's Murli, and as Sister Mohini has been talking about it, I think it's one of those perfect icing on the cake. And then tomorrow we'll get the cherry on top of the icing. And so this icing on the cake is tomorrow's Murli. And it's all about the perfect theme Baba chose for us tomorrow is the title of a beloved and the sanskara of being a lover to that beloved. And so the awareness, I mean, the whole Murli is so very beautiful. So I've decided to just take the periphery parts of the Murli and leave the main part for you to read about tomorrow. And so the awareness, what Baba is saying is, each one of you experiences personal love with the beloved. For each one to have a feeling of personal love, that is being a wonderful beloved and lover. He's just the one beloved, but he belongs to all. Each one has a greater right than the other. Always be aware that you are walking or sitting in the godly garden, hand in hand, in close company. You are celebrating with pleasure on the spiritual beach by giving Baba your hand and company. You will then remain in pleasure and will remain constantly full. The love of the mind, the company of the intellect, and the sanskara and nature equal to the Father. To stay in this stage means to stay in the pose of a true lover and beloved. So beautiful, means so poetic. Those words almost give you goosebumps. And then for the mind, Baba is asking us to check. Are the beloved Father's thoughts your thoughts? And how we will check to see if that is so. The promise you made was that you will always stay with the beloved. If the attachment of the mind is sometimes with the beloved, but not at other times, then that is not constant company, is it? Let there be the beloved in your vision, in your attitude, and let him be your world. And then for the intellect, what are we checking? Does the lover ever let go of the hand of the beloved and become separated? So to check this, to see if the intellect has become separated. The constant hand and company is the sign of the true lover and beloved. Always have the company in your intellect, and let there always be the Father's hand of cooperation in every task. So always remain hand in hand with the Father, and always keep him in your intellect. And the elevated sanskara of the lover, the soul who is the lover, check. Are you playing the mischievous games or the mischievous games of the limited nature and sanskaras with your beloved? So are we being those mischievous lovers with our beloved? Baba says to change that, to stop these games, remind yourself that the Father's nature has to be my nature or your nature. The Father's sanskaras have to be my sanskaras. My nature and sanskaras cannot be different from the Father's nature and sanskaras. And so what are those, the nature and those sanskaras? These are of cleanliness and purity. The Father belongs to you. So now leave those mischievous games and maintain your spiritual pride. The spiritual pride of the lover with the beloved is I am yours and you are mine. And so those are the things we will be checking with our cooperative companions in tomorrow's Murli. And you can see it will really bring you to the highest levels of intoxication tomorrow, because you'll just be drowning and drowning in love. And you won't even care you're drowning because it's such a sweet experience. So good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow, which is the last day. So good night.
इशारों में बुला रहा मुझे कोई बेहद से इशारों में बुला रहा मुझे
is calling out to all of us, to our Avyakti Watan, the Avyakt world, subtle regions. Today's Saturday, subtle region day, sweet silence with Bab Dada. So we had such a wonderful silence, 1 hour silence before the series started, and it's so beautiful experience. Thank you to everyone for sharing all beautiful experiences, feedback, and we get so many good feedback that we feel more courage and more enthusiasm to do more and more. So thank you so much, and we get our suman for tomorrow.
आशिकों की कहानियां सुना लाश नकरी भी करते अनुभव आशिक भी देख देख मुस्कुराते रहते लाश नकरी भले करो लेकिन माशुक को माशुक समझ के उसके सामने करो दूसरों के सामने नहीं बिना बिना हाथ की स्वभाव संस्कार की नकली और नाश पाप मेरा स्वभाव अर्थात आपका माया का स्वभाव उसको मेरा के नहीं रहा जब मेरा शब्द कहते हो ना तो ये मेरा ही मेरी मिलत है जो भी पाप से बिना है वो मेरा है ही नहीं ये माया का वीरा है इसलिए इस हाथ के नाश नखरे से निकल मैं तेरी और तू मेरा ये रूहानी नाश Father's nature is my nature. Father's sanskar is my sanskar. And Father's task is my task. Just like this, let's always remain equal to our beloved and continue to experience that I, the true lover, am Baba's, and Baba is mine.
It's very, very easy relationship where we can remember Baba all the time, right? Always remaining equal to my beloved. I, the true lover, am Baba's, and Baba is mine. So, we'll stay always merged in Baba's love.
Lots of love from Baba, and also Baba keeps us very happy, healthy. We have to be always very happy. Keep in company of our beloved. And we say thank you to Baba, and also good night to Baba and good night to everyone. Om Shanti.